Over the next few months, we're going to be living almost exclusively out of our 19-foot Airstream Travel trailer. And while we love our little travel trailer, that can definitely be a tiny space for 2 humans and 2 decently sized large dogs. So over that time, we have booked ourselves a few Airbnbs just to kind of break up the time in the trailer. So we've been in the trailer for the last 3 weeks or so, I'd say, and we just checked into our first Airbnb that we have booked. So we're staying here in a little mountain town in Colorado called Eldora, and we're in this beautiful little mountain cabin. It is so nice. We have this beautiful deck that I'm sure we're going to be spending a lot of time on, and this great view out into the trees. So right now we're headed out for our first hike, and we're excited to go check it out. So today we're doing a hike to a place called Lost Lake, and this is an incredibly popular hike. On All Trails, it almost has 10,000 reviews, I think. We tried to hike this once before, and the line of cars down the road was just insane. So it's a Thursday afternoon. We figured why not give it a shot now, and there still were a decent amount of cars here. We were pretty surprised, but we found a spot, no problem. I have to say I am interested to see if it lives up to the hype. So we're about a mile in, and on the map there's a waypoint marked waterfall. So we're coming up to it pretty soon, and we're gonna go check it out. I think I can hear it in the distance. We just left checking out the waterfall. Right now, the snow melt in Colorado has been insane. All of the rivers have been rushing so fast. So maybe I shouldn't be surprised that it was running that fast and was taking up that much of the hillside, but I can't imagine that it ever flows faster and more intensely than that. That has to be its peak. Otherwise, it'd probably be coming up onto the trail. That was pretty crazy to see. Nature is just absolutely amazing. A little bit too soon about water not being on the trail. I think I'm just gonna give in to the wet shoes. We're getting super close to the lake, so we're about to see what all of the hype is about. So we're up here at Lost Lake. It's definitely stunningly beautiful. You have the backdrop of the Indian Peaks Wilderness. Now, I think it feels a lot more special because there's only a few people up here around the whole lake that we can see. I don't know where all the people are that were at the trailhead with all those cars, but it definitely wouldn't be as serene and so peaceful if there were, you know, hundreds of people here. I think this trail gets so busy that they actually have a shuttle that takes you from town, the town of Nederland, to the trailhead, which is kind of crazy. So I'm happy we're here when it's so calm and quiet and we can just enjoy this place almost to ourselves. Serene, so peaceful, calm and quiet. We just left the lake. We're making our way back down the trail now. I honestly can't believe we almost had the entire place to ourselves because there were so many cars at the trailhead. We did pass a good number of people on the way up here, so maybe it was more people than I realized, but either way, I'm really happy we hiked out here this evening. And while the lake was so stunning, I think I'm more excited that we got to see all of this crazy snowmelt with the river rushing so fast, faster than we've ever seen it, and those beautiful waterfalls. That truly was an incredible thing to see. So we passed someone on the trail and he said we just had to backtrack a few minutes and take a little side trail and come see another waterfall.
And a cabin.
And a cabin. So the guy we passed mentioned we would come across an old cabin first, which we're here now, and that one is still standing. Although there's graffiti on it, which is pretty sad and disappointing. And then there's another one right here that collapsed. So that was absolutely crazy and pretty scary, if I'm honest, to be that close to water moving that fast. So we're making our way back to the car. We ended up walking, so far, 5.21 miles with 943 feet of elevation gain. That hike is supposed to be about 4 miles, but with us going to see the waterfalls and whatnot, we added a little bit of distance and we had to park a little bit far down the road. But that was totally worth it.
We have to make ourselves sound cooler. 5.38 miles and 1,058 feet.
Oh. Paul's watch says we passed 1,000.
We're big time.
Not bad for an after work hike.
Not bad.
Yeah. So we're headed home. I'm starving. I have some protein bars, but I've been holding off on eating them because we're going home and grilling burgers. Today we're heading out to spend the day at the Brainard Lake Recreation Area. It's a beautiful area with a stunning lake inside of Indian Peaks Wilderness, which is a mountain range near Boulder, Colorado. During this time of year, you do need a reservation to enter this area, so we got a pass that allows us to enter anytime between 8 and 11 a.m. this morning. We're just a few minutes away now. We're not too sure what we're going to do today. We packed some sandwiches, some snacks. I'm sure we'll spend some time out by the lake and hopefully find a hike. We have no idea what the snow is like out here. The trails might be really snowy. We're not too sure. So we're just gonna see what the day holds. It's a beautiful day and we're excited to go explore. We just got here to the trailhead. So this is the parking lot for the main Brainard Lake area. There are other lakes in the area that when there's not so much snow and the roads are open, you can drive to as well. But it seems like we'll have to stop here today. The road was closed a bit further. So I downloaded some trails and we're kind of just gonna see what starts in this area and pick one and go check it out. I don't think we can really go wrong here. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure how far we're gonna make it, but that's okay. We'll see what we can do. So first we're gonna go check out the lake. We haven't been here for a long time. We visited here a couple of times over the past few years. We've decided to attempt to hike a trail called Mitchell Lake and Blue Lake. I really don't think we're going to be able to do the whole thing. I'm thinking there's gonna be way too much snow, but that's okay. We're just going to enjoy the forest and see how far we can make it. Honestly, I'm already a little bit out of breath. We're starting out above 10,000 feet already. So it's actually kind of nice being here when the roads are closed because I'm sure this parking lot is jam-packed once it opens and there's not a single person here. We did have to hike an extra 0.6 miles to get here, but it's okay. not even at the first lake yet, and the trail conditions are already getting a little bit iffy. I think we'll probably only make it up to Mitchell Lake today, because I'm guessing it's probably gonna be super snowy past that. We're up here at Mitchell Lake. It is absolutely stunning. We didn't look at photos or anything before we came here, so we didn't know what to expect. From where we had to park, we had to hike, I think it was about 1.75 miles to get to this spot, but it was so worth it. So we're gonna enjoy this spot for a little bit, and then we're gonna make our way back down to Brainard Lake, actually. We packed some sandwiches, so we're gonna have a little picnic and just enjoy the rest of this beautiful day.
What do you think about this hike and the popularity of it versus Lost Lake?
Oh my goodness. Well, Lost Lake was beautiful. I like this more. No, I like this more. So we did Lost Lake earlier in this video, and we thought it was a little bit busy, but you know, we lucked out and there was hardly anybody on the trail. However, we drove past the parking lot where people parked to take the shuttle to the trailhead, and the entire parking lot was packed. Both sides of the road, for probably a quarter mile at least, were 100% jam-packed. So, I don't know. This might be a little bit of a secret, but hopefully it stays that way. We made it back to Brainard Lake, and we had to do a little bit of searching. It's a little busy around the lake, but I think we found the perfect secluded little spot right next to the water to have our peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and we have a beautiful view of the lake and the mountains in the background. Well, the afternoon clouds are rolling in, but we got plenty of sunshine and time to enjoy both of those lakes. So we're making our way back to the car, and then we're gonna head back to our Airbnb. So we got all packed up at our Eldora Airbnb. We absolutely love the little town of Eldora. We had such a fun time exploring those mountains, and we're currently headed to our next destination. This time we're staying in the Airstream, and we're going to be in the Airstream for a while. I think about the next month or so. So if you're not already, we'd love if you subscribe to our channel and gave this video a thumbs up. Thanks as always for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure. You have the backdrop of the Indian Peak, you have the...
You're so cute.
Why are you so close to my face?
I'm trying to catch the sound. Incredible views.
Incredible views everywhere.